So I want to tell you of a love story in a didgeridoo world that I have, and I probably never mentioned it. You see, when I was young, I was drawn into the didge world because of the sound of the didgeridoo, and I didn't think about didgeridoo music. I just got in because I was fascinated by the instrument and fascinated by the sound. And this is how many people get in. You know, this is the power of the didgeridoo, how it draws you in. And you don't care about other stuff. And then you start exploring what's in there, the music. And the first album that I bought was the one by David Blanasi. So it was my first step into the music world. And at that time, I fell in love with many old school bands, like Axis and Triple D and Resonance. So those were my, heroes at the time, and I really loved listening to them. But I loved listening to them because they had didgeridoo in it. They were very different from the rest of the music that I listened to. As time went on, I heard pretty much every didgeridoo band there is on the planet, and there were some new loves that came along the way, and there were other bands that brought quite a lot of joy to me, like Deschanel Trio or Autopilote from Andre or Analog Birds from Tom Franze. Bands like this really, enriched my musical life. And still I have to say that none of these bands touched me in the way one did. One band gave me this complexity that I was looking for in other music that I listened to, the complexity that I love to dwell in. It gave me this feeling of power, of beauty, of melody, of harmony, of story. And that one band I really, really loved. And it may sound arrogant, but I was involved in that band. That band was Druid. And, many musicians, they play the music they want to listen to. And this is my story as well. And it started as a duo between guitar and a didgeridoo. When the first guitarist, Ear, he called me and said, "Hey, let's do something." And he was very, very musical, incredible connection to the fine, filigranic thoughts and ideas of the ancient universe. And with him, I really enjoyed playing didgeridoo like I haven't enjoyed with anyone else till that point. And at some point, Mary joined the band, and we formed the first Druid. And as time went by, we recorded the album, Dronas, and we toured around Europe. And I have to say that at the same time, it was as frustrating as it gets. With doing things you love, you become a really uncomfortable perfectionist. And we had complex songs. It took us sometimes 3 months to learn how to play it. Like, for example, Parachute, that was created after the first stage of Druid when Ur joined, a great guitarist. That song, I think, if I remember correctly, has 56 time signatures, and the longest time signature is 56 as well. So you have to learn how to play it. And there were frustrations along the way, and many songs weren't finished because of the complexity that just got too much and somehow ate us. But some songs survived this process, and they were always a joy to play. They brought me incredible satisfaction when I played them on stage. But even on the rehearsals, just their harmony and melody and power and harmony in another sense. everything was so nourishing for the soul. And then, what happened was that we grew apart a little bit, and it was harder to keep us together because we had some different ideas about what we want to do in life. And then COVID came and made things really tough. And after COVID, we didn't ever come back again. And so it was with the saddest of heart that I had to acknowledge at the beginning of last year that Druid is dead. The love of my life in a musical sense is dead. Or is it?